Selamat siang,
Kita,
Faris. Good
oh
afternoon.
ya,
Mas
nah nih.
Bayu.
Ya, Assalamualaikum Pak.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Kita nunggu narasumber kita nih Pak, belum join.
Ya,
Ntar kita hubungi dulu.
this is Faris ini ya, aksi mah rajin ini.
Duluan dia tadi Pak.
Ya, Jordan berarti jam 10-an kali ya. Beda
Iya,
berapa?
betul jam 10 Pak.
Iya, pagi ya. Kita udah siap.
Tuh,
Hmm. Pagi tadi juga pajak itu dari apa ya,
California.
California ya. Tapi ternyata beliau juga orang Indonesia yang kerja di sana.
Mantap vokasi ini. Internasional
Ya.
semua Pak.
Harusnya nih yang lain harus jadi contoh untuk ini untuk contoh yang lain ini. Bu Sani mana ini? Belum bergabung.
Sani tadi sedang perjalanan katanya Pak, dari
Oh
Solo.
ya. Oh ya.
Ini ada Pak Wiki baru.
Oke. Sambil bertugas nih Vicky ini.
Iya,
Ya Pak, mohon maaf Pak.
Oh mantap.
wes.
Ya,
Kemarin dengan Pak Wadir 2 ya, Ki.
ya Pak, sama Pak
Ada
Wadir kita Pak.
ada trouble juga di katanya sampai sore berarti sampai jam berapa kemarin?
Ya Pak, sampai maghrib Pak.
Wih,
Kebetulan tuh laba wiki Pak.
hah? Kebetulan di ruang Wiki lah ya.
Ya, Pak. Nah, sepaket jadinya Pak.
Ini yang bergabung anak-anak semester berapa aja nih? Anak angkatan semua atau hanya angkatan akhir?
Kita undang semua Pak.
Iya ya. Mas Ega, Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam, selamat siang Pak Bambang.
Siang.
Luar biasa Bapak selalu membersamai kami. Terima kasih banyak Bapak.
Ya, demi animasi, demi vokasi, maju
Amin.
terus, go internasional.
Luar biasa. Jangan lupa dipublikasi ya Pak.
Iya, ini Mas Bayu ini harus
Luar biasa. Kita tunggu
ya.
sebentar lagi ya Pak. Lagi.
Oke,
Iya. Kita dua kegiatan kemarin belum ada publikasi Pak ya.
iya, harus dibuatkan ini eh, Pak Wiki nih, Wiki connecting to apa ke humas kan,
Iya betul. Nah ini udah bergabung nampaknya.
halal ya.
Ya, cuman audionya belum masuk.
Iya.
Mohammad Rahahleh, visi. Halo, Assalamualaikum, Bapak Muhammad. Wah, ini belum.
Wait, he's already here?
Ya,
Ah, okay.
Mr. Muhammad Rahahleh is already here. He's already joined with us.
Ah,
Good morning, Mister. Good afternoon in Padang. In Jordan, maybe at 10 o'clock, maybe.
السلام عليكم.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
wabarakatuh.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Everything is fine here now. Hello,
Ah,
السلام عليكم.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam,
warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam
sir.
wabarakatuh.
warahmatullahi.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
happy to see you, Baba. How are you
Thank
doing
you.
today?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm just having a trouble to connecting the audio, so I bring it this headset from my car, so I just run and back very fast.
It's okay, it's okay. Take your time. We will wait for
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. Appreciate. Good morning, and thank you for this opportunity to having this webinar with your esteemed university, and appreciate for that. The mic for you both. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I hope everything is going well on you and your family in Jordan. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for taking the time to join with us. We really appreciate it. How are things in Jordan at this moment?
Yeah, nowadays it's safe until we facing what will happen with the international agreement between the countries. Did they will start the World War III, or they will keep everything is fine? We never know. But right
Yes.
now it's
That's
safe.
very
Everything
bad.
is safe here in Jordan. There is no rock alarm every day or every hours here in Jordan. And yeah, everything is fine. Alhamdulillah.
Yes, I hope you and your family are safe, doing
Yeah,
well. Our thoughts and prayer are with you always.
it is. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Baba Muhammad, I want to introduce you
Thank
to,
you.
yes, this has already joined us, Vice Director for Academic and Student Affairs of the Vocational School, Universitas Negeri Padang, Mr. Bambang,
Ya.
already here with us.
This is a
Assalamualaikum
nickname for.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Yeah.
Good morning in Jordan and good afternoon in Padang. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, it's afternoon. This is good morning. It's 10:13 in Jordan in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, and also here, the lecturer of animation study program, respected lecturers and all juniors high school teachers already joined with us from Padang City, and especially the student of animation study program. Okay, Baba, before we start, I want to invite Mr. Bambang, Pak Bambang, to give a speech to open this
Okay.
discussion webinar.
Thank you, Miss Ega Antasya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Good afternoon in Padang and morning, maybe in Jordan. Distinguished faculty members, colleagues, and dear students. Respect, especially to Miss Ega Antasya. Thank you. It is my great pleasure to welcome you all today's guest lecture. We are honored to have with us Mr. Mohammad Rahahleh, an accomplished film director and cinema researcher from Jordan, whose expertise and passion for cinema have inspired audience and scholars alike. Today's
Thank you.
lecture carries a fascinating theme, the journey of the image, how cinema came to life.
Halo, Pak Bambang.
Hello? Hello?
Halo, Pak.
Sir?
Okay, maybe
I think his connection is little
his connection,
unstable,
yeah.
I guess.
Yes,
Yeah.
connection issue. So we're
I thought it's from my side.
no, we're the same. Okay,
Yeah, I feel you, sir.
we will invite Mr. Bambang later. So we will uh, get started now. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi.
warahmatullahi
It
wabarakatuh.
is a great pleasure to welcome you all to today's international webinar session. Perkenalkan, saya Ega Antasya Pradipa. Saya akan jadi moderator dalam acara webinar ini. It is truly a pleasure to me to be your moderator for today's session. We are about to explore the journey of the image, how cinema came to life. Okay, this session is not only about film as entertainment, but about film as a language, as a form of storytelling, as a powerful way to understand human experience. Okay, I will introduce our speaker today as we begin the session. Mohon izin, Bapak dan Ibu, saya akan memperkenalkan narasumber kita pada hari ini. Narasumber kita pada hari ini bernama Mohammad Rahahleh, film director and cinema researcher based in Jordan. He is a director of programs at the Jordan Radio and Television Corporation with extensive experience in filmmaking, directing, and media production. He is also active lecturer and mentor in cinema and visual storytelling and has contributed significantly to community empowerment through film.
Sorry. My internet is cut. The electric is.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
Silakan Bapak kalau mau dilanjutkan, silakan.
Okay, thank you.
Ya.
Saya ulangi ya, nggak apa-apa ini. Mr. Muhammad Rahahleh,
Thank you.
we are honored to have you, and we know that Mr. Muhammad Rahahleh is a accomplished film director and cinema researcher from Jordan. Yeah. Today's the lecture carry presenting the theme of journey of the image, how cinema came to life. This topic, I think, invites us to reflect on the evolution of the cinema from its earliest beginning as a moving image to its transforming into one of the most powerful mediums of storytelling and culture expression. We know that cinema did not appear out of thin air. It is the result of fascinating evolution. Also, the competition between cinema and TV and the massive shift into digital era as we see in today's agenda. We are even looking toward the future to discuss how artificial intelligence is reshaping the very fabric of what we see and create. Cinema is not only entertainment, we know, it is a mirror of society, a bridge across culture, and tool for education and inspiration. Throughout this lecture, we hope to gain deeper insights into the historical journey of cinema and how images came to life on screen, the artistic and cultural significance of film in shaping perspective and narratives, and then the future of cinema as both an art form and global industry. Special to our student, the presence of Mr. Muhammad Rahahleh is a rare opportunity for you as both a practitioner and researcher. He brings a deep knowledge that bridges the gap between how we create and why we create. I urge you to pay close attention how the image has evolved in an era with where artificial intelligence rapidly changing the creative landscape. You must understand the roots of cinema to master its future. Do not view technology as a replacement for creatively, but as a new chapter in this long journey of the image. We believe that Mr. Rahahleh knowledge and experiences will enrich our understanding of cinema's role in connecting people, culture, and ideas across the world. On behalf of the institution, I warmly welcome Mr. Mohammad Rahahleh and invite all participants to engage actively, listen attentively, and embrace the inspiration that today's lecture will sure bring. Next, I would like to extend my highest appreciation to the animation department and the organizing committee for their consistent effort in bringing global perspective to our students. The last, by saying Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, I officially declare the public lectures, The Journey of the Image, How Cinema Came to Life is open. I wish you all an distinguishable and inspiring session. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Terima kasih banyak Pak Bambang. Thank you so much for the speech. Okay. Terima kasih untuk motivasi untuk kami semua untuk bergerak lebih giat lagi ke depannya. Amin. So we will continue
Amin.
introduce our speaker today, Mohammad Rahahleh. We notice his contributions that he have been nationally recognized as he was awarded at the Silver Jubilee Medal by His Majesty King Abdullah II for Jordan for his work in narrative and documentary filmmaking. And now to help us to better understand his journey and experience, Mohammad already prepared a video version of his curriculum vitae. So let's take a look at Mr. Mohammad Rahahleh video CV. Oke, silakan host kita untuk memutarkan videonya. Kalau orang film mah beda ya Pak ya, kalau CV divisualisasikan biar lebih personal.
Betul. It's good idea for us.
Oke, silakan yang untuk share screen, Pak Bayu.
Unpack it to reveal the incredible story of... Today we're doing something a little different. We're going to take a resume, usually just a piece of paper, and unpack it to reveal the incredible story of a filmmaker. His journey from IT to the silver screen is just a masterclass in following your passion. This is the story of Mohammad Rahahleh.
So, let's start at the very top with something pretty remarkable. Mohammad Rahahleh was personally awarded the Silver Jubilee Medal by His Majesty King Abdullah II of Jordan. And look, this wasn't just some ceremonial thing, it was a royal recognition of his huge contributions to filmmaking in the country. That's a powerful way to kick things off. So, what's the driving force behind a career that earns that kind of honor? Well, this quote, right from his personal objective, tells you everything. It's not just about making movies. It's about leading. It's about innovating. And it's about a deep, genuine enthusiasm for visual storytelling. That's the mission right there.
All right, so that royal medal, it sets an incredible stage, right? But how do you even build a career that leads to a moment like that? Let's peel back the layers and see how this whole journey got started.
So we know he's an award-winning filmmaker. But how did he get there? Well, his path was anything but what you'd expect. It didn't start in a film studio. Believe it or not, it started in the world of computer science. This timeline is amazing. It tells such a cool story. It starts with a bachelor's in IT, then a total pivot to a master's in cinematic arts. But get this, he doesn't stop there. He keeps stacking his expertise with multiple advanced degrees in film, directing, and design, and a lot of them at the same time. This just shows an incredible, almost obsessive commitment to mastering his craft.
And this slide just lays it all out, doesn't it? On one side, you have the world of logic, data, and algorithms. On the other, the world of visual storytelling and screenwriting. It's a huge shift from the language of code to the language of cinema. And that dual foundation is what makes his career so unique. It's this blend of technical precision with pure artistic vision. Okay, so we've seen the education. Let's see how this all translates into his professional life. Because his career isn't just about his own work, you see. It's also about shaping and inspiring the next generation of storytellers. He spent over a decade at the Jordan Radio and Television Corporation, which is the national broadcaster. And you can see this clear upward path. He started hands-on, in the trenches as a video editor, and steadily worked his way up to a leadership role as a director of programs. He really learned the craft from the inside out. But he didn't just stop at his work at Jordan TV. He started sharing all that knowledge he'd worked so hard for. He became a lecturer at multiple universities, teaching everything from cinematography to documentary, and even served as a jury member for student projects. He was actively building the future of the industry. And this is where his work gets even bigger, expanding beyond a job or a personal portfolio. It becomes about community, about access, and about giving other people a platform to tell their own stories. And this commitment wasn't just an idea, he made it real. He founded the SALT Film Center, going right back to his own hometown, SALT, to create a space for new creative talent. The mission here is all about access. It's about giving young Jordanians the space, the gear, the training they need, especially those who might have been left behind, like school dropouts. And the goal? It's not just teaching them skills. It's empowering them to create films that can get out there on the world stage, giving their local community a global voice. And this project, wow, this really shows his deep commitment to making sure everyone gets a voice. He developed and taught a filmmaking workshop specifically for deaf participants. Think about that. It's about taking the power of storytelling and intentionally handing it to communities whose voices are so often unheard. All right, so we've seen the teacher, the community builder. Now let's look at the artist himself. What are the stories he's telling? Because his talent really shines through in his own award-winning films, which have traveled all over the world. His journey as a director really exploded with his graduation film, Samar. Right out of the gate, this short documentary started getting massive attention and winning awards at international festivals. And you can see his signature style right here. Intimate, character-driven stories. The film gives us this incredible window into a specific world, all through the eyes of a young girl. He's using one personal story to say something much, much bigger about society. He followed that up with narrative work, like the short film Why. And notice this, he's the writer, director, and executive producer. He has total creative control over the vision. Here we see a theme starting to emerge, right? Stories centered on young people navigating tough circumstances. It's a focus on resilience, struggle, and finding help where you least expect it. And looking ahead, you can see he's not someone who stands still. He's jumping into entirely new mediums. With this animated film, he's taking on the role of animator himself. It just shows that relentless drive to always be learning and mastering new skills. This film sounds like it's going to tackle some incredibly profound and difficult themes. Loss, friendship, the trauma of war, all told through the powerful, innocent perspective of a child. So all of this, the teaching, the community work, these powerful films, it all brings us full circle, right back to where we started, that core purpose that drives everything he does. And this final quote from his resume, it just ties a bow on the whole thing. When you look at his journey, that crazy pivot from IT to where he is now, you see his entire career is built on this relentless motivation to learn, to grow, and to make a real impact in the world of film. And that's where we'll end it. Mohammad Rahahleh's career is such a powerful reminder that one person with enough dedication can give a voice to the voiceless. And it kind of leaves you with a question, doesn't it? What are the important stories in your community that are just waiting for someone to bring them to light?
Wow, that's powerful. That's really interesting and inspiring for us.
Luar biasa.
Thank
I
you.
think everyone is
Inspiring.
agree with me.
Yeah.
So I think the visual can describe better than me. Okay, Baba Muhammad, before we move into main session, would it be all right if I take a little bit of your time to explore more about your journey? Is it okay?
Yeah, sure. It's
Yeah, I believe
multiple
you're
multiple journey inside one journey, and to be
yeah.
honest, yeah.
Yes, there's too much information in your journey. I believe many of us here would love to hear that from your experience, your professional journey, before we dive into the materials. So, speaking of your journey, one thing that really stood out to us in the recognition you received from His Majesty King Abdullah II of Jordan, that's such a remarkable honor. Could you share with us what the story behind it and what kind of impact that led you to that recognition?
Yeah, thank you. In general, the story behind this, to be honest, the Royal Award, it's a specific for the people who making something special in Jordan, but these people without known. They are not published on social media. They are not following the media, and they are hidden under the social media or in general. Then these they contact me and they call me. Okay, you have tomorrow. It's let's say 24 before the getting award. You have the opportunity to meet the king, and you have the medal. Even I thought in the first I will be just attend, and hopefully I will attend the occasion as an audience and as someone who they watching people who they getting their award, and they call me and hello, you are one of them who will attend and get award from His Majesty. Working in producing film, teaching the local community, participating in an international film festival, making your flag, your country higher in different countries. This is something for anyone. He think it's a normal something. It's easy to happen, but for your country, it will be something really powerful, unique, having the respect from your family, your country, from your community. But this thing, يعني, I supported everyone. Just don't focus on getting award, getting any medal, participating in festivals. Just focusing on your projects, your quality of a project, which is that will guide you without known to walking on a red carpet maybe so one days, participating in international film festival, meeting your president, at least be thankful for yourself that you did something in the world without thinking or without known.
I hope our president can notice us.
You,
Uh,
you will, you will
yeah,
so.
so you're not targeting that, but the king noticed that.
Yeah, the king is focusing on the youth,
Mhm.
focusing on the power of the youth because Jordan they didn't have power of we don't have oil, we don't have something supported our country. We are the maybe the fourth poorest country in around world in water. We don't have water in Jordan, except some rains collecting it, collected this water, and we have only small part, like 30 kilometers on the sea. That's the only thing we have in Jordan, and we have the lowest point of the world. It's called the Dead Sea. So the variety of Jordan, it's in themselves, it's between deserts, mountains, valleys, and some part of sea. So that's the variety came يعني give Jordan something unique, especially around countries like Palestine and Iraq, Syria, and Saudi Arabia. So we are in the middle of these countries. Unfortunately, there is a war happened around us, but we are يعني a safe country, alhamdulillah.
Yes,
And
thank
there
you.
is a lot of Indonesian student came here to Jordan to study the Arabic religion, and each year I participate, or يعني sometimes يعني maybe 3 years before I didn't participate or attend. There is parties of religion parties of Prophet Muhammad birth and etc. of religion people. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, it's really supportive government, and I hope we can visit Jordan sometimes. Yeah, if for the our project maybe. Yes. And the second question,
Inshallah. Yeah.
looking at your academic journey, it's also quite unique. You didn't just stop at one field, but continue to explore and deepen your understanding, especially in film and visual.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like you're not only practicing filmmaking but also studying the shaping as a discipline. Tell us about that.
Okay, each time I am attending a film production, a film TV, a media TV, any program participating with, I have a question in my mind. Why we make this shot like this, or why we edit this like this? I'm asking the people who are working on the industry, and most of the time they will say it in Arabic, hik. It's mean in English like this. Like what? We did or we make this edit like this, like what, for what? They didn't have any understand any the answer. Just they learn it without any reason, without any base of the information of that. So it came to my mind, there is each thing, it's had a reason. Each question it's need a reason. Each cut shot, color, why we create this, why this award, this film take this award, and why this one taking something like that. So then after working in 5 years in the industry and be a professional in editing, I stopped and I backed. I told myself I need to study. Then I'm searching for the film industry where I can studying that. Then I discover it's very expensive. Later on, I will have the opportunity of getting a scholarship in an institute here in Jordan to be a professional by studying in the same time teaching or helping my colleague in the editing, especially I'm a professional on that. So sharing the information, it's the starting point of how you can join the community, sharing what you have with the others, and the others they will sharing with you what they have. So then I'm starting each time once it's only one question or cerebral board. Um, each time you going deeply in studying and learning, you will discover you don't know anything. You need to know more each time studying, entering to different parts, connecting something. No one think about that. To be honest, my last two certificates, one of them graphic design and multimedia, the technology of multimedia, and the second one the film directing. So I need to propose a thesis in the film directing, and I didn't think what is it will be. Do I need to bring a film for Alfred Hitchcock, for Quentin Tarantino movies, for some international famous filmmaker? And then at the last year of the filmmaking, which is the same year of the master, I'm studying parallel. I discover, oh, I need to connecting the posters each what is the film, there is a poster inside the film, and each film they proposed promotion make a promotion in the film through the poster from through the film trailer. So I took the poster, and this poster reflected with I connected with the small line between the poster and the same at the same time with the film. So I did my thesis of the art of the graphic design and the narrative inside the film poster. So I will never think about that except if I'm studying that in the university, studying these things, entering to participating in international or worldwide workshop like the sustainable development, which is the 17 goals 2030. It's something I don't know about this thing. Then I attend this workshop. After that, I produce a short film, which is why during that I just doing a workshop and teaching from my vision and adding for the workshop. So the journey of studying it will not stop. Each time you need to know more, studying, searching. AI, it's giving us a lot, which is today we have a small part of the AI and the power of the AI. But in general, which I will not take our student today a lot to the education because each one told them studying and go to study and go to study. He will be everyone will hate him. I don't want anyone to hate me. I want you just to feel and join this this webinar in your university, inshallah.
Thank you. No one hit you yet here. Very excited to hear your
Except
journey.
except if I told them study, 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 everyone will.
Yes, I hope this can inspire us, especially the student, to continue learning.
Inshallah.
Okay. Okay. So now, without further ado, I would like to invite you to the main session, the
Thank
journey
you.
of the image, how cinema came to life. So, Baba Muhammad,
So
the floor is yours.
yes, I need just to make sure the sound with the presentation is there is a sound. So just in case, I'll يعني just put this one here. Can you hear the sound voice now?
Today we're doing something a little different. We're going to take
There
a
is.
resume.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's okay. Good.
Yes, thank you.
Loud and clear.
Okay. Clear?
Yes,
Uh,
we can hear it.
Loud and clear.
Good, good. So, thank you. Appreciating for your attending this webinar. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, my brother and sisters in Indonesia. You are really welcome to having one day visiting Jordan. Hopefully, everyone will be having the opportunity for traveling to the Middle East and discover the the places here. But unfortunately, I can't take all of you to Jordan right now, but I will take you another journey in the image. So today our journey it will be the image and how cinema came to life. After the end of this session, I just want you to make sure where you are now. Where you are now, not as a place. You are sitting now in the kitchen, in the office, in the university. You are in the street or in a car listening to this webinar. I just want you to know more about where you are in this surrounded media around us. So in the beginning, I will explain what we will have in this today in our webinar. Today we will discover how image first began, how the image involving and when image started moving the birth of cinema, cinema and Viz TV, the digital shift, the future of image, and how AI is reshaping what we see. Just a second, sorry guys. Yes.
شو اسمه هو تعبان اضطراب بعيني
هو
ما تعطي البيت
طيب خلص ماشي سكر الباب عشان أخلص المحاضرة. Okay, thank you. يلا سكر. باي. Sorry, it's my kids, يعني my children. Just
Okay, let's ask
we bring,
them.
I bring for him a turtle. So he just annoying with his turtle. Sorry for that.
Okay, we understand.
Yeah. So I will remove this one. Okay. So, and how the image is starting. In the beginning of this webinar, I will asking every one of you, what is the origin of the cinema? Cinema is starting from what? To be honest, there is a disagreement about the history and the origin of the cinema. Disagreement international worldwide, and each time everyone, even all of you, can starting another search. So he will discovering the cinema is starting from different places, from different people. So during my research, there is four places I can explain it the origin of the cinema. The first one, which is as a question, is it related to the appearance of the image reflection from the Ibn al-Haytham? I will explain it today. Is it related to the history of the emergence of photography? Or is it at the first public performance of the Lumiere brother, Auguste and Louis Lumiere? So everyone of the cinema studying in the university, the cinema is starting from the Auguste and Louis Lumiere, which is the Lumiere brothers. Or some of the American people said, was it Edison first demonstration, his last 30-second movies? So during the researching to know from where the cinema is starting, from where the image is starting. Is it starting by the taking the photography? At least during the research, the image is starting from the people who drawing from inside or inside the caves. During that, they reflecting what's happened outside to reflecting that and paint it inside, and by drawing their thought, their impression, their feeling on the wall, in the inside the cave, on the wall of the cave. It's happened about going to searching for food, then this food and the battle between them and the animals, it started drawing this thing on the wall. And we will asking ourselves one question: is the drawing happened before the battle and hunting the animals, or after the hunting of the animals? So there is a two question of that. Some of you, you will mention, yeah, they drawing the hunted and the animals after that, after the entering to the battle of or the hunting process for the animals. But I'm asking you another question. That's why you need to think each time two ways. Do you think if there is a two sport champion between two team player, the team leader, they starting drawing what they need to do before or after the match started? Definitely, most of you will say it's before, because after that, no need, except if they need to make a revision. That's why each time we can ask ourselves on the reel or the anything happened over us. Two questions. We have A and B. There is no A and there is no B. So the people inside the caves and they discover entering that, they discover if there is a small light entering from a spot inside the cave during the day, this light is reflecting on the wall. They feel, especially the people who they are discovered that, they feel this wall is moving. they feel this drawing or the paint on the wall they are moving because they thought it's a bit moving on the wall. So that's some of them they told the beginning of the cinema, starting from the cave, from the people who they are artistic in writing and discover the moving of the image from outside to entering to the inside. Here is it. I will discover an English word. This English word, it's written, and I wrote it here it in English, and wrote it in Arabic. This one, okay. This one, it's called enough storyboarding. Let's shoot something, which is mean the storyboarding of drawing on the wall and shoot something. Let's make hunted for the animals. But in our artistic in graphic design or multimedia or something, storyboarding, it's how to reflecting the scene by drawing small parts just to understanding and shoot, which is something having two things. The first one, the shooting, it's mean um, like it's mean shooting, taking your camera and start filming for something. But in the same time, shooting, it's something for anyone who having a gun and they need shooting. So definitely we'll say don't shoot. So each time you holding your camera, cinematic camera, mobile camera, you want to film or shoot someone, be careful because sometimes your camera it's look like a gun for him because you hunting his human rights, his personality, his story, and you sometimes you make it and publish it for worldwide. So some of the hidden camera joke gang who's making a laugh through the camera, some of them they are during the filming, they are shoot by gun because everyone thought you doing something hard. So be careful for that. The journey of the image is starting with the dark room to the story box. So what is the dark room and what is the story box, which is call it in Arabic qumra, and you can mention it like qumra. I will tell you this is the beginning of the start journey of the image. There is a Muslim scientist, his name Abu al-Hasan al-Basri ibn al-Haytham. He born in 1965 and he's died in 1040. During his life, he born in Basra, which is a city in Iraq. Then he moved to Cairo in Egypt. Because he's very famous in physics and in sometimes in biological, because Ibn Haytham al-Basri focusing in his work on ophthalmology, which is he doing the structure of the human eye. He take the eye of the bill, a cow, okay, and take this part and starting making the structure for the cow to understanding what is the structure of the eye of a human. And he another thing he has in a book. His book it's called the Book of Optics, which is in Arabic. It's called Kitab al-Manazir. Al-Manazir, it's a book. He discovered and explaining three things. The first one, they thought in the past the object reflecting the vision. But Abu al-Hasan al-Basri Ibn Haytham told, because the sun is reflecting on the object, then you can see that. He explained it by anyone entering to a dark room, he will not see anything except if there is a small light. This light will reflecting on the object. And he mentioned the speed of the light reflection and bends. Yes, so what's the importance of understanding why Ibn al-Haytham he is very important and why I'm entering his session in this webinar? Ibn al-Haytham, while he's sitting in Cairo, was in Cairo inside his room, a dark room, because the people think he's a madness. He's not stable in his mind because he's thinking a lot. He's sitting in here a dark room. One day he entering and a small hole inside his room from a light reflecting the image from outside to inside, but an upside down image. So Ibn Haytham, in his book of optics, he creating something it's called the dark room. And the dark room, which is a small hole, and the light passing through it, then the image is projecting on it parallel surface. Now I will told you, it's a part of cinema. There is a cinema, but it's a real cinema reflecting what is outside to inside. The but through the light, the people who side inside the cave, they reflecting what's outside through drawing. Ibn Hassan al-Basri reflecting what's outside through the light. And there is a small video. This video, don't worry, this is no sound, but it's a simulation for what's the experience. They bring a dark room with a small hole, light outside, and they told, "Is this will work?" Yeah, they reflecting what's outside, upside down, inside a white paper, inside the dark room. Every one of you can make this experience. Just search how I can creating a dark room, and he will discover this thing. It's a real. Before 3 days, I'm discover something really annoying me, to be honest, because there is a Chinese book mention this the dark room. It's belonging for them before 2050 100 years. It's not belonging to Ibn Haytham al-Basri. Just something during I'm just researching, because each time I'm researching I discover something different. So who's this one? He's an international painter. Do you know who's this one? Maybe you can open the mic, anyone. Yani, it's for me, it's fine. Who know this painter? Because something important for him.
Ada yang tahu siapa beliau? Boleh sharing?
Actually, this one, he's Leonardo da Vinci. Who's Leonardo da Vinci? He's a painter. He's famous on painting Mona Lisa paint. Right now, yes, he's very famous, but I need to focusing on his very international, his paint. It's called the Arno Valley. What is the importance of Arno Valley? Leonardo da Vinci, he improved and making something based on Ibn al-Haytham al-Hasan al-Basri on his part, which is he creating a dark room. This dark room, he reflecting the 2D, but outside of the room it's the 3D. So he painting that. So his well done paint, it's based on reflecting the dark room and start painting, which later on another of painters, Andrew, were taking this part and started drawing by using this box. It's a mirror reflecting what's outside to inside. Then he painting the drawing and the improving of his paint. Each time of these people, they creating and improved the box of the we can say the camera. So from the dark room to the story box, there is a man, it's called Louis Daguerre, which is a French painter and theoretical. He couldn't research, he conducted the research on glass and the effect on light on it. Another researcher, it's called Nips, he's a French scientist. He produced a photography. So how did he produce it? But there is a problem of producing this photography. By this photography, it's disappearing after a while. But one of days, these two men, they was inside his factory, creating a picture. They taking a camera on a glass from Dagger and the photography of Nips, which is called a view from the window at La Grasse. This is what this photo is, the first photo of the worldwide. It's happened on a small chip of a glass. They take the photo and they put it inside a store, and because they are at the night, so they back to their houses. In the morning, they backed. They discovered the photo is still on the glass. They open the storage to discover what's the chemical inside it, from the gas, what's the carbon. Then they discover how the potassium and the carbon and the gasoline with, if they connect it together, they will save the picture on the chip. So here is the Nips and Dagger. They established a partnership, but Nips died. But Dagger discovered something called diagronotype. Diagronotype, it's a place which is the beginning of camera, the beginning of starting how to take a picture from outside to inside. What's the importance of that paradigm work? It's the beginning of something called the story box or the tale box. It's a picture in middle, يعني I have a picture from Middle East, something from Europe, East Asia. The idea, it's happened in 1832. In 1832, they start drawing by paint on a chip of cartoon, and they move it in the fast. But later on, once they discover the paradigm of putting the chip, it's starting moving. Here, the importance of the journey. It's not an image on the wall, not an image on the chip. It's a moving image. The moving image, which some of the researcher mention, it's the beginning and the starting point of the cinema. So the cinema is on the machine. This machine it's called a motoscope. The motoscope, it's putting the chip inside together and then move it by your hand, watching, and I need you to focus now. Watching alone, okay, watching alone the moving of the image. Watching alone the moving of the image, which is the first beginning watching experience for the people are worldwide. And not all of us in that century or that era, they can watching movies. Unfortunately, the people who they have money, they have the power, they are rich, can join and watching the movie. So the dark room, it's converted to the camera photography and to the cinematic camera. I need you to focus now on a word. It's called the dark room. What's the meaning of the dark room? It's in English, but what is the main word in Arabic? It's called, remember on the beginning of the presentation, I mentioned it's called Kumra. It's called Kumra. Kumra, which is in Arabic, I will now spelling it in Arabic, Qumra. It's called Qumra. In حرف القاف, Qumra. But Kumra, which is the spelling the word in English, Kumra. Once this word traveled to Europe, they change the Q to K, which is called camera. Camera. Then later on, they change it to the US word and a British word, which is called camera. So that's the beginning of mentioning what is the camera. And I need you to focus and notice this thing. Doha Film Institute is proud to present Comra, an initiative that provides mentorship, networking, and hands-on the development for filmmakers from Qatar and around the world. Here is the link. I suggest you to have this opportunity to participate. It's full funded, it's free. Just take a screenshot for this screen right now to save it and follow up the deadline, because sometimes you can join the industry program, the master classes. You will travel to Qatar by free and join if you have an idea of your animation film or if you have any narrative short film. You can take your script and fill the application and have the opportunity to entering to Kumra Film Festival. So now I will move to something from image to cinema. Yes, the cinema. The cinema, it's I will divide it for 1, 2, 3 to 5 stages. The first one, the first public screening of a film, it's happened in 1895. Yes, I need to focus now on 1895 because there is another question. We'll mention it in why it's 1895. It's important. This is the often created at Lumiere brother, Auguste and Louis, who screened a series of short film in December 1895. This film is screened in a place called this place. It's screened at a place. They take the camera, produce it in their factory, then take this camera to film and project this film inside a room. Once they discover there is a camera and a projector, they enter into the street, filming on a train station, filming on a factory, filming inside outside the place, then bring these things to the Grand Cafe in France, and they screen it on the 25th of December of the Christmas Day, where is the people watching the film. There is a famous short movie. It's called The Coming Train, or The Train Came to the Station, which everyone think and they wrote, the people once they watch The Train Came from the Wall, they thought it's a real that the train will broke the wall and entering to the Grand Cafe. So everyone inside the Grand Cafe escaping from the cafe. There is Lumiere brother. They filmed between 1895 to 1897. I will show you right now some of their short movies, but I need to make sure something. I will decrease the sound a bit. Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
Sorry,
This is
sir.
maybe it's stuck on your PC, right? The projection. It's not working right now, صح ولا?
Yes, it's stuck. You can
Yeah,
continue.
stuck. Okay. Unfortunately, because maybe the internet or something else. So um, these Lumiere brothers' first movie, they filming around 2 years of just taking the camera and film outside and bring this footage inside the cafe. Then they establishing his theater inside the camera, inside the theater. So there is another technology which is Thomas Edison used his own technology to project a moving image to viewers through one person, both as known as kintoscope. Kintoscope, which is later on, it's moved this technology to another company. It's called right now Nickelodeon Theaters. Nickelodeon, which is famous right now for a production or movie, who they creating channels for children, animation children in US. So Thomas Edison, he taking his camera and start making this short film. They mention it's the same time, which is Lumiere brother in France. They produce, but the different the Thomas Edison, they project this film in the same times there is an orchestra or a musician, they giving music while the projection is hearing, just to reflecting the vision of the sound and the vision and the hearing of the sound. So this it could be the audio visual projection for the cinema. Then the third one, it's the first competitive projection system. There is a German Skaldansky brothers. They're showing known was a bioscope, was historians consider their performance. These is it reflecting or it's still stuck on the?
I think it's still stuck.
Okay, I'm just waiting for the internet. Yeah. Good. So this is the first competitive projection system. It's called the Skaldansky, which has happened in the Berlin theater. So the German, in the same time the French people, in the same time the American people, each one they bring the history for the cinema and the beginning of the cinema for themselves. They told, we are the beginning of the cinema. We bring the cinema to us, not the German, not the French, not any one of them. So later on, it's starting something called the origin of the cinema. What is the meaning of the origin of the cinema? I mean the cinema theaters. Theatrical light and the projection emerged in the early 19th century. This live theatrical performance were common in London and Paris. So London and Paris, they are famous in the theoretical place. Sorry, it's not moving, right? The slide, it's still on what?
The first.
Okay, just a second. I will change the wireless of the internet. Just a second.
Oke, sambil menunggu, nanti kita akan ada sesi tanya jawab. Jadi untuk
Sorry. Now the internet, I think it's good now, right now, صح? Yeah, theoretical lighting. Yeah, the origin of the cinema. So now there is another thing happened. It's not a theater for a play. It's a theater for projection cinema. Theater for projection cinema bring what's outside, so the people came on the one time to watching the cinema. Here is a demonstrate or the cinema thoughts. It's the cinema, it's just not reflecting what's happened outside. Now the cinema is making a thoughts. There is the plays or the development of the cinematic paradigm to encourage the people of some theory, some philosophy, the philosophy of the art of the cinema. So it's not just for entertainment, sometimes a political of or you can say propaganda of the thoughts or the theoretical entering inside the movie. So this is something improved inside the movies, the cinema. And one of the something it's changed, making the haunted castle. It's happened in 1897. The 1887, it's the entering for something it's called the editing, the montage. The editing or the montage, it's happened by chance. What is the story behind the image? Um, the brother of the Lumiere brother, they making the film by manual, by moving the film together. Once they moving together, one of their operator, they are filming a man passing in front of his camera, then the camera is stuck. After that, he fixed the camera, then he backed another from filming and moving that. Once they bring the film to the projector, they saw a man passing through the camera, then in front of the camera it changed to a horse passing from the camera. So it gave to mind, oh, there is something beautiful of the movie, which is the editing. Then they had creating a short movie. It's called The Haunted Castle. Happened in 1897. After that, Lumiere brother ending their movies. Now there is a called the montage, a pioneer of this era. It's the Soviet director. It's called Sergei Eisenstein. He was one of the earliest and the most influencer or thinker in the cinematic thought. He developed a concept of the montage in 1920. How to create a story through montage. Not even the film, but also inside the montage. And he drew inspiration from the rhythmic structure of Japanese haiku and the montage. Since the second decade of the 20th century, several cinematic movements and schools have emerged, include one of them, it's called German expressionism, Soviet revolution cinema, French poetic realism, British free cinema or the social realism, the new wave in the cinema, French cinema. Some of them mention it's a part of the author cinema, Italian nihilism, Italian political cinema, and also the direct cinema French cinema, German cinema, and there is another one. It's called Danish Dogma 95. Who's the Dogma 95? Why they called themselves 95? This part of Danish people, filmmaker, they participating in Cannes Film Festival in 1995, and they say themselves Dogma 95. Why? Because it's after 100 years of the beginning of the cinema. Lumiere brother, 1895, the Dogma produced their movement in 1995, after 100 years participating of the cinema. These two things, or all of this movement, dominating the world film exhibition and the market. But if you enter into the cinema right now to know who's the famous movies right now, you will discover that Hollywood cinema is the most famous in the theater, not this movement which you watching before. So the Hollywood studios, this system, which include vertical integrated film production companies, lead the creation of many classic film and the establishment of a star system where the actor become major celebrities. So the Hollywood creating something right now, we call it celebrities, movies stars. Just bring your script or your idea. We have the producer, the director, we can produce it and film the film, then put it in the cinema, and you will be a famous without we don't need anyone just to help us or bring some independent film, like bring money just to creating your film. The only thing we need your idea. So now I will move for something it's called the image, or from image to cinema. The cinema starting black and white without sound. They continued all these days of watching the movies until 1922. Then the movie, it's called The Sea Story. It was a first color film shown in cinema, but the film themselves, before that there is another one, it's called he is an English photographer. He creating a movie in 1907 with only two color technique. Between a Pay was shot in 1917. However, the color is red and green. They take the film and they starting drawing on the same film. And maybe you remember my colleague, my friend Ega, once we have in Calcutta in Saint-Tropez film, they show us a film. This film, they starting drawing a piece by piece, frame by frame, just to reflecting the artistic of the film. But the Picky Sharp was the full colored. It was silent color film director, American one. It's full colored, but there is no sound. Can you imagine the color entering to the cinema, but the sound not? The sound not. But later on, once they work inside the color and the sound, there is another movie. It's called. It's happened in 1927. The Jazz Singer. It's moving the cinema from silent to sound film. This film, it's important because the sound, it's on the same tape of the film. That's what's the important. It has pronounced and improve the performance for the actors and the audience engagement with the story and the characters. um, 1927. But I'll screen now a short film or a short scene. This short scene, it's called Singing in the Rain. They produced it in 1952, talking about a story happened where in this 20 in the late 70 late 20. Just I want you to, it's a funny scene, so enjoy watching how the actor before they didn't the actor the crew member the entering of the sound, it's something unknown for them. So just I need you to watch this short funny scene.
All right, here we go. Quiet! 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 Roll 'em!
She's got to talk into the mic. I can't pick it up.
Cut! What's the matter, Dexter?
It's Lena. Look, Lena, don't you remember I told you there's a microphone right there in the bush?
Yeah.
You have to talk into it.
Well, I was talking, wasn't I, Miss Dinsmore?
Yes, my dear, but please remember round tones. Pierre, you shouldn't have come.
Pierre, you shouldn't have come.
Yes, my dear, that's much better now.
Hold it a second. Now, Lena, look. Here's the mic. Right here in the bush.
Yeah.
Now you talk towards it. The sound goes through the cable to the box. A man records it on a big record in wax. But you have to talk into the mic first. In the bush. Now try it again.
Gee, this is dumb.
Oh, she'll get it, Dexter. Look, Lena, don't worry. We're all a little nervous the first day. Everything's going to be okay. Oh, by the way, Roscoe, you know the scene coming up where I say imperious princess of the night? I don't like those lines there. Is it all right if I just say what I always do? I love you, I love you, I love you.
Sure. Anyway, it's comfortable. But into the bush! Okay, again. Quiet! Roll 'em!
Shouldn't have flirting with danger. They will surely find you out.
Cut! Lena, we're missing every other word. You've got to talk into the mic.
Well, I can't make love to a bush.
All right. We'll have to think of something else.
What are you doing?
You're being wired for sound, dearie.
What?
Now, Miss Lamont, watch out for those dentalized D's and T's and those flat A's.
Everybody's picking on me.
Okay, Lena. Now look at this flower, see? The mic is in there. That's it. Now the sound will run from it, through this wire, onto the record. It'll catch whatever you say. Now let's hear how it sounds, Lena. Okay, quiet! Roll up!
Yeah, you shouldn't have come. Stay. Sure.
What's that noise?
The mic's picking up her heartbeat.
Swell. That's right. That should do it. Now don't forget, Lena, the mic is on your shoulder, and whatever you say goes through the wire onto the record. Now please, Lena, talk into the mic.
Yeah.
Oh, and don't make any quick jerky movements or you might disconnect it. Okay, let's go. Quiet!
Quiet! Quiet!
Roll 'em!
Oh, Pierre, you shouldn't have come. You were flirting with danger.
What's this wire doing here? It's dangerous.
Yes, the actor didn't understanding what is the importance of the sound. The same times, the crew themselves they didn't understanding what is the vein of the sound. I suggest you to watch this movie. It's so funny. 1 hour and a half or less than 2 hours
Well,
to
that
watching
is
that.
funny
Yeah.
aspect.
So, do you have any question, Paris?
Uh, well, about that, the first one didn't have sound though, not but not get too close to the mic. The second one is kind of close but not hearing. The third one is hearing but hearing the voice, but there is a loud sound of the heartbeat. The fourth,
Is it?
well, he kind of a little terrible wrong though. That's my
You need
opinion.
to, yeah, you need to watch the movie uh, through the part of the scene of project the movie on the screen. There is a not a synchronize and the movie starting and the sound is late. Then they make the sound is faster than the scene. So you will hear someone who knocking on the door and
Mm.
still the door or the scene of the knocking it's not showing. So yeah, something funny. It's like making a comedian of that part of the movie.
Yeah, I understand.
Thank you for this your opinion. From cinema to TV. Okay, the golden age of the cinema. It's happened in 1945 or 1930 to 1945 movie star appearance. There is a lot of film production, but in 19 between 50 and 60, actor and director are and the screenwriter stopped. Studio and company closed, not for a war, no, because television. The television is the main thing making a change and a big change for the cinema. What's happened during that? During that, in the United States of America, you know everyone after World War II in 1945, and once the big countries fighting between together and arose a lot of armies taking money from the winner countries to building house and they give them a land. These houses and land they give them very far from the main cities, main capitals. Like in US, they give them in the desert in Texas. They give them in Arizona, a places very far. So these armies with their family, they need that entertainment. They have houses, they have food, they have everything. But every one of us, we need entertainment. يعني even in the religion of the Islamic religion, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, وَلَا تَنْسَ نَصِيبَكَ مِنَ الدُّنْيا, which mean sometimes you need to make entertainment to your soil. Going to a picnic, having a dinner with your friend, your family, going to swim. Sometimes you need to bring this for yourself. Back to our class. In the United States of America, they need entertainment and they bought a televisions. So in 1952, because if everyone they need to buy a television, you need a permission from the government to have access to buy a TV. Even here in Jordan, and I think I'm pretty sure in Indonesia it's the same thing. Anyone they need a permission to have the television. So in 1952 they have 17 million of viewers. But can you imagine after only 3 years in 1952 there is more than 37 million of viewer for the television. Why the importance of the television? The advantage of television over the cinema, the privacy at home. The second one, variety of a program offered. And the third one, volume control and less mobility of going and have a transportation to go to the theater and etc. So this advantage give the families okay, we need to bring a television to our houses. Even our families, worldwide. And we are a little bit of a youth born with a television inside our houses. Some of you, as a student, especially who born after 20, they have 2 television or 3 television inside their houses with multiple channels. I'm from a age of having only 1 television in my house, and you can raise your hand if you agree with me. And we have maybe 3, maximum 5 channels on the television. No more that channels inside our houses. And the evolution of manufacturing of the technology of improve the television. The first one, the dual audio system story. The second one, it's the colored TV. The color entering the television very fast, especially in 1970. Let's say you can mention it's in 1965, the beginning of the color television. So if we have a competition between cinema and the television, the place of the cinema and the television, sometimes that's the cinema. And right now it's happened for all of us. If you're going to the cinema, you may not be satisfied with the film content. And the second one, the time and the money in transportation, time to having free time to watch and watching 1 hour and a half. Sometimes it's taking from you half of your day, and the transportation money and the ticket themselves. But in the television, there is saving money, a program control. You can control the programs for yourself, shut down and go to something else anytime. And the most important thing, the television, it's still free. It's free to watching whatever you want. Development of the imaging and displaying technology, it's happened between the competition, how they attract the audience to the cinema. Guys, always there is a fight behind the entertainment. The entertainment between television, the beginning of the cinema, starting from cinema, then the television. But right now, there is another fighter entering. I will mention this fighter later on. Cinema is starting to attract the audience. They're developing something it's called cinemarama. And the second one, it's called cinemascope. What is the meaning of cinemarama or cinemascope? Cinemarama or cinemascope, it's a part of screening a very wide screen to the audience. Right now, some of I mentioned after 2020, there is another fighter between the cinema to attractive, which is the dome screening from the top and sitting and adding 3D. Back to the cinemarama. What is the cinemarama? Cinemarama, you see the chip, the small chip of the film, the small chip of the film. But cinemarama, it's a 3 steps to the same frame. So you will see a very wide of the screen. Can you see right now on the screen? This is the main screen of the cinema. So what is the cinemarama? Cinemarama, but the experience, it should be on a theater of cinemarama. But you see the edge or the frame left and right. See this movie or the short movie to understanding what is the cinemarama and how they attracted the audience in the past.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Cinerama.
Cinerama. Trying to get your land legs the hard way. A breakneck ride down a mountain through cliff-hanging streets. Back on shipboard, with the Windjammer's young crew fighting the worst Atlantic storm in 10 years. Atomic maneuvers on the high seas with a U.S. Navy task force. By the rocket's red glare, 20th century style.
In How the West Was Won, Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer and Cinerama have brought together the biggest and most distinguished all-star cast in entertainment history, characterizing the men and women who conquered the wilderness, finding a new life in this immense human saga of the American West.
So, I have a question. Is there a Cinemarama still in Indonesia?
I think not yet. Right now.
I don't know. I'm asking because in Jordan, unfortunately, until 2014, which is the last one, it's screening a short movie between 20 minutes. The only short movie, 20 minutes. It's inside the like something like Disneyland for the happy land of this the kids. So entertainment, you sitting on the floor and you start moving your body like something on a scroll and the like Russian mountains, we mention it. It's of the short movie. But unfortunately, it's closed and they destroy it. And I don't know where is the projector, where is everything. And it's gone definitely. Yani. So sad for that. Anyhow, so now the improve of the cinema and to attract audience to the cinema, they make something a luxury theater or the luxury cinemas. In the early 20th century, there is a lot of international theater. You entering to the theater like something luxury. Entering theater, there is not a cheap chair you sitting. You sitting in the couch and you having a Pepsi, a popcorn, something you will sit and having a fun experience of just not watching a film and drink a Pepsi or a can of cola. You know, you will having a popcorn, wearing a good suits and good dress to join the cinema theater. There is in this picture, this is the Chinese theater, okay, the Chinese theater on Hollywood. At this picture, it took in 2019, but every time the people they escape from the cinema. So last escape from the cinema, it's happened in the 2020. What's happened in the 2020? During that, there is a COVID-19. COVID-19 pandemic happened to every one of us worldwide. So a lot of people sitting in their house, no entertainment, no having fun. They escape from cinema. But after the opened the lockdown, there is another thing happened, which is making something called drive-in cinema. But drive-in cinema, it's not a new. It's a popular cinema screening. It's happened in 1950 and 1960. And there is a funny things of creating the drive-in cinema, which is there is a film director or film producer. his mom has a problem in her stomach, يعني sorry for that, she's farting a lot, but inside the cinema she can't control his thing between together, so she creating a cinema theater. So she entering to the here in the car and watching a movie on the big screen. Okay, so from where they will hearing the film? Do you think it's a big speaker? Who have any the answer for from where they can hear the movie on the big screen? Anyone can open the mic and answer that? Do you think they will spread speakers around all the place just to watch it? Okay, the answer, through the radio in their car. There is a signal of a radio, like going to a signal, and this signal will broadcast the sound of the movie. So this is the drive-in cinema, which is later on, like here is in Jordan. It's called Amman International Film Festival. They produced and they screen without stopped the film screen by doing the same situation, drive-in cinema. Each time they will improve the film by making something like bigger than 8 millimeter, which is here is on the mouse. There is super 80 millimeter. Then make it bigger. Nowadays we have the IMAX, which is the biggest film on the screen. You have the experience of watching the film on the screen. So development of image and disable technology. There is another technology to attract the audience to the cinema, smell or vision. Mrs. Ega, how many minutes I have until opening the question and finish the presentation?
15 minutes to go.
Thank you. So the smell or vision and the 3D. And 3D, yes, the 3D, it's happened in between 1952 and 1954. It's not a new happening on the digital. No, it's happened before in the 50 between 52 and 54. So what is the smell of O vision? It's a way to attract the audience watching a movie. During that, if you hearing a flower, watching a flower, you will smell a flower. If you see the woman cooking something in the kitchen, you will smell some perfume or some kind of perfume. They put 24 different smell inside the theater. So once you watching a film, any scene you watch it, you will hear the smell of that. This is something just to attract the people to watching the movie. In the United States of the America, unfortunately, how they attractive the audience to the audience, or the attractive audience to the cinema. First one, it introducing vocabulary into the dialogue, not suitable for families and television. Guys, please focus from now what's happened in this era or of this slides. Later on, you will discover and asking or you will answer your the first question, where we are right now. So the introducing vocabulary into dialogue, not suitable for families and television. Producing rock and roll film production, producing film for teenager and adults, which sometimes they call the triangle of taboo. So the people inside the houses watching the television, they leave the television and going to the cinema because there is something unique of this producing of that data. Then you can imagine in between like 70 to 80, there is 100, not 100, thousands of movies they produced it on this topic, unfortunately, not artistic, not a cultural, just a commercial, just to bring the people on the television. But do you think the TV stopped? No. The TV started attracted audience to the TV by the TV bought old movies and broadcast them on the television. So the people back to the television to watching some movies, they didn't watch it and buy free. Then the cinema and the television starting a fighting. But in 1975, something important, which is producing a famous international film, which called Jaws. Jaws having the benefit from the television by creating something it's called film promotion or broadcast the film trailer. So in that time between 1975, it's starting for something called trailers of the movies. So the people returned to the cinema and the film broke the record of the box office and the viewership because I want to see the film. It's not by poster. I know some of you are a graphic designer and multimedia which is creating some poster. Poster, yes, it's a frame of your movie, of the movie on the wall. But here is the film trailer, producing on that. So the digital technology of computer access for the cinema, making script writings and the subtitles, themselves digital cinematography, digital sound and surrounded sound, non-linear editing. So a lot of movies start producing because the digital technology, which is the most important of technology of the static of film, but now we are digital. Now we live in a digital era of the film. Digital technology is entering 3D, 360, the VR and the AR of the movie. This is all of things to attract the audience to back to the cinema. So that's some of the animation movies start produced sometimes to paint the frame by frame or scene by scene. Nowadays by digital, just put the coding on the computer and you will start creating your movie by producing that. So the content creator of the something new, it's called human cinema. It's a content control and selected. This is called by starting from DVD and CD, Blu-ray, cable, and in the internet, which is called online subscription video. Netflix, Apple TV, Amazon. So Apple TV and Amazon, it's started with something called content control and selection of the home cinema. So now we mention this has happened after 2010, starting or the 20 starting with the cable, Blu-ray and DVD, but through the internet making something that's called online subscription video. Now someone entering to the game, fighting between cinema and the TV. Yes, it's the cable and the social media and media movie platform through the internet. So attractive audience to the cinema and the TV because two of them start fighting the new one. So that the film audience, they start produce high technology film production, action and suspense, horror, adventure, and a film series. So now we understand why we have Spider-Man 1, 2, 3, 4, Star Wars 1, 2, 3, James Bond 1, 2, 3 until 16, because the people love the first movie, so they continue watching what will happen next. But the TV viewer, during the fighting, they starting creating something cinematic TV series production. Any one of you may be watching at least or view, maybe he like or dislike a series of cinematic TV production. And the second one, monopoly of TV series and sports match. That's why the TV still connecting. You can watch the TV in the cafe, the World Cup, and make it monopoly of this sport. Especially, they creating something called live broadcast. Please focus on this word, live broadcast. Next, it will happen that there is a purpose of the cinema and television. It's a competition, quality of content, diverse and control entertainment, lower cost. But who's the benefit from most of these things? Yes, the audience and the viewer are benefit from that. Now, the cinema is about to close. During the COVID-19, it's closed. Right? Yes. But how it's backed? It's backed by another of thing, which is called festivals, award, celebrities. Yes, the creating of the festivals, it's happened in 1930, but during that, the people just follow up what's the movie by knowing this movie, it's getting the award. Okay. Can you remember how the cinema started? It started an individual activity by watching the tale story or the tale books. It turned into a social and collective activity. But nowadays, it currently has ended as individual activity. How many of you watching a movie through their mobile? Watching a movie inside his home without connecting and discuss. The cinema, it should be something meeting your friend and talking after the end of the movie of watching that. But through the third word of between television and cinema, which is called social media and apps. These apps is connecting together for the entering to the fight to attract the audience. Do you think they are win? Some of you shall mention yes, because he prefer watching the movie by free. It's the same strategy of television. Watching a movie by free on a platform, pay a lot, no movement, variety, a lot of movies watching together. So the social media content right now producing content for teenager and adult, which is the triangle of taboo. He benefit from the cinema and introducing vocabulary into dialogue not suitable for families and television also. Okay, so the same things happen for it benefit from he benefit from television and benefit from the cinema. So these all of things you will asking right now yourself where you are right now. Definitely 2023 we're entering to a new technology what's called artificial intelligence. In artificial intelligence you can produce, create, making a lot of things just through the media. Still the paper and the researcher follow up each day what is the artificial intelligence. What is the artificial intelligence? There is a lot of things you can create it. Nowadays you can just put a picture of a dog and you can create it, just open it, move it, happy, everyone. You can buy a prompt, just write a promotion for the prompt and you can create it. Why I screen this scene? Because some of the children right now, they think it's a real. They think it's a real because how they dominate the dominoes they throw it, and it's only 3p because the quality of the picture, the sound themselves, the movement, the feeling of the movement. Sometimes I need you to see this drone shot inside a house. It's only one shot, by the way, if not stuck. I need you just to know one thing. This drone shot, it's not a drone shot. To be honest, this one, it's a multiple photos. Okay, this is an AI model. Google researcher create a 3D scene and a walkthrough using just 2D images. So they entering these images in a program, it's called Luma AI, and the Luma AI converted this scene, all of them, to an AI modeling. In cinema, see this.
What are we gonna do, huh? Gonna turn him in? They're not gonna triumph. They're not gonna shut down his lab. We have to end this right now. Hey, look at me. Look at me. You pull that trigger, and you're gonna break something inside of yourself. That'll never get fixed again. Let it go. Give it to me. You don't want those ghosts.
Okay, this is a Gemini Man. It's 2019, which is a Will Smith, the main actor and the main star in the movie, who act in the same time with himself, but making himself as a younger as his child. What's that mean in 2019? That's mean entering of AI on the movie. Right now, sometimes you don't need a lot of actors, a lot of extras. You need just only AI. I'll show you a short news scene, which is the last slide of our webinar today. This one just to show what's happened right now in America of the people didn't like a lot of AI project or production.
Tonight, massive picket lines from coast to coast as Hollywood grinds to a screeching halt.
We are here to protect every single member in every category.
I just think it's a battle worth fighting.
Actors now united with writers striking after contract negotiations collapsed, demanding higher pay and AI protections. The AMPTP, which represents Hollywood studios, including NBC Universal, saying, "We are deeply disappointed that SAG-AFTRA has decided to walk away from negotiations."
This strike is really going to shut down every piece of production in Hollywood.
Actors won't be filming movies or hit shows like American Horror Story. They're also prohibited from doing voice work or promoting any projects.
Everyone who works on a movie or TV set, everyone who's involved in catering, makeup, and production, every one of these people is going to be out of work right now.
The broader economic impact estimated to be in the billions, all designed to put pressure on Hollywood studios to come back to the negotiating table.
You are not serious people.
Like his character on Succession, star Brian Cox is defiant.
It's a situation which really could get very, very unpleasant. They'll take us to the brink, and we will probably have to go to the brink.
This Hollywood drama, playing out in real life, could drag on for months.
And Dana, one of the big questions tonight, of course, how will this impact viewers? Should we expect to see more reruns?
If a deal is not reached, this could impact fall TV. You're likely to see more reality TV productions and stars not on the red carpet. In fact, Universal Pictures announcing they are canceling their red carpet for the U.S. premiere of Oppenheimer.
Can you imagine what is the last word? Sometimes, okay, in the future, you will watching a movie on the red carpet. No one will show. No actors, no writer, no anyone. You only programmer who just professional in writing coding and making writing well done promoting to creating the cinema or the movie. I will end for two quotation for the famous Jean-Luc Godard, which is he came from the French poetic cinema movement. He say, you don't make a movie, the movie makes you. And the second one, cinema is the most beautiful food in the world. Jacques-Luc Godard, he has international beautiful famous movie. I will end of this webinar with saying for all of you, thank you, and appreciating for Miss Ega and Mr. Rabi and University and everyone of all of you to for this opportunity. Here is on the slide my contact. You can contact me. Just please send me a message that's to know you are. Unfortunately, I don't have. Maybe Ega no an Instagram page, and I know everyone is on Instagram, but here is how you can reach me on WhatsApp and email and Facebook. You can take screenshot. Please keep in touch with all of you, and I'm ready for any question. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing, Baba. Let's give applause to Mohammad Rahahleh. I
Thank
find
you.
this information is very interesting and it's something I've just learned in my mind. Oh, so that's how it all started. Okay, just a little personal note. Muhammad is actually a friend of mine. We met during a film course in India, and I'm so inspired by him. Why? Because he's like a living encyclopedia. Every conversation with him brings something new to learn. Like he constantly challenge me to think deeper, not just accept information, but question questioning about and understanding where it comes from. Like he often asks, "Do you know where this come from? Do you know why it is the way it is?" Thank you for giving me the trigger.
Thank you. I appreciate.
Muhammad, will it be possible for you to share your presentation slide with us? I believe it will be very helpful for
This
the.
one, yeah, sure. I will just even it's here on the presentation because sometimes I just share note and I speak on that. So sharing this video, it will be helpful all. If you could upload it on the YouTube and share it also, I appreciate. Also, I will share this presentation. Never mind.
Yeah, thank you. It's not only for the student, but also for the lecturer.
Yeah.
Yes, material can be one semester, maybe. One
Maybe I would
semester
never
course.
know.
Yes, okay. So now we will discuss, we will open the floor for discussion. So feel free to raise your hand or type your question in the chat room. We will very happy to hear from you. The first,
Okay, before
yeah,
before that, there is a questions on the chat. Someone asking, I think is Wiki, yeah. His yeah. Sorry, what is the name?
Wiki.
Wiki, hi Wiki, yes. Wiki, a story is a meaning, yeah. That is the right technique to what is the right technique to invite our audience and to attract them to watch our story. But the rest of the question, and in your lifetime, which film title has the best presentation that you have ever watched? And okay, there is a lot of movie I watch, to be honest, but in general, what is attractive your audience? Everyone want to hearing your culture, watching how you live. Also, you can. شو كمان نص ساعة، بس نص ساعة والله. اوكي 12 ونص خلص والله. Thank you.
يلا.
Sorry. So, um, you need to share your culture. You need if I came to Indonesia to film and starting a production, creating any purport media or a short movie, I'll ask yourself, who's the best one to showing your story? He not. احكي لما بابا نص ساعة بابا بيخلص. Okay. Okay, sorry, I'm discussing with my children. I'm sorry for that. Anyhow, so who's the best one to reflecting your story, your country, your village? Do you think it will be someone, a professional filmmaker, going and spending time in your village, or your poor camera through your mobile, just reflecting that? This is the powerful of your story because you have the access of the people. Everyone looking to you as someone to be honest, something useless. Okay. Are you, Professor Muhammad mentioned, I'm a useless while I'm using your camera? Everyone think you will not bring anything for your community. Like me, once I'm filming the first one, they told me I'm a crazy who holding the camera and follow a children or a follow a old man or follow someone in the country without anything. After that, once I'm starting the editing, I'm creating the story and participating in film festival, which is a way just to publish your movie. Right now, it will be something powerful. Then you will everyone believing in you. Sometimes some of a professional of your friend who are professional in making sound, professional on coloring, they will told you, I hope to work with you in your movie because we believe in your thoughts. What do you want to show? The reality. One of the main movies give me a vision of and the powerful of holding a camera and reflecting the stories. It's called A Man with a Movie Camera. The second one, Nanook of the North. I will share it. These two word right now. This the first one, Nanook of the North, which is a documentary for international film director. It's called The Father of the Documentary. His name is Robert Flaherty. The second one, Man with a Movie Camera. Okay, Man with a Movie Camera. It's a documentary film with the Eisenstein, Dziva Bertov, which is another one of a film director. He's just holding the camera and entering to the people. But right now, you will mention these two movies are documentaries. Yeah, I believe in documentary, especially right now in your beginning of your journey of the places of reflecting the reality. Because if you starting writing a short movie, everyone will connected all of your project to your first movie, short one or a tall one, the feature one. So everyone, okay, hi, Muhammad, yes, I know your vision based on your first movie. Your first movie, it will be the first or first movie project, short film, short animation film, poster, gallery, exhibition. Everyone will told you, I saw your first project. I saw your first idea. I saw what your artistic you bring to the art world from the first one, to make sure to put your effort, feeling, culture, studying, respected. Show a movie to your community. You can screen this movie to your mother, to your sister, without putting any edges between them. Are you respected to show them to your children? Or the children later on they will blame you, okay, why you make these things, blah 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 blah. You will have the answer for the first and the biggest audience to your word, your family. It's the first audience. Then you can later on creating the movie. I don't know what is the other this is the answer, mind, I don't know. There is another question I'm opening. Okay. That's not fair. Someone want to pray or
Yes,
that's a note.
already Asar here.
If anyone want to ask, open the mic. You have the call, please.
Oke, buat yang mau bertanya silakan. You want... Tadi ada yang mau bertanya, yang mau bertanya langsung, directly. Yes, please, Muhammad Rian. Silakan.
Okay, anyone can hear my voice?
Yes.
Everyone.
Okay, thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, Mister. My name is Mohammad Rahahleh. I'm from Animation Study Program. I have a lot of questions. Perhaps this was explained well while I was going to ask a prayer. I'm curious about how film negatives work. What are they made of, and how do they convert the colors from the negative to the colors we see today? So regarding film development, I have heard things like, is it really wash? And what is the function of this washing of film? Thank you.
Washing for film, or what do you mean of that?
In Indonesian, film development sounds pencucian film, but I translate words by words. Pencucian is wash and film is film, so I think it's just like washing film, but I think that's not a real meaning. So I asked you. Sorry for my grammar, sir.
No, never mind, never mind. Okay, I'll answer you the first question. But during in the past, there is a film. It's called a negative film. This negative film, it's look like a film, a kind of film camera, which is screened by, filmed by a tape of a carbon tape. During that, we adding three type of chemical, which is a chemical of potassium and another one. There is a three type of chemical. They put it under a water in a dark room with a red light. So this thing happened to just converted the negative with some gas with some carbon. It's a chemical thing, just reflecting the color. They start edit all of the film on the negative, which is only frame without C on a place called Maviola. Maviola, it's placed, you enter into the frame and it's start passing, then cut the frame and make edit for the second one and write what is the time and back, then cut and back. Later on, another technician take this film, start cutting on the frame, connected the film together, then put it with the chemical to make a positive with color and a negative. The film saved in negative. They will save it in negative, but they produce in positive color. Later on, this with entering for the digital, they take the digital, the negative one and the film on the digital, two together, entering to the linear and non-linear editing, which has happened on the IMAX. After that, they finish the editing the film on the computer. They transfer the film again to the film to save the quality of that. So it's a totally chemical one, but to be honest, right now, fewer movie film on a tape or a film on a real film, because it's a real expensive and it's need a lot of budget to film that. So right now they film it on the digital. And your second question, what as I understanding of watching a movie what is the another question? I'm sorry.
About watching
Okay.
the negative film.
Watch the negative film, yeah. But
Yeah,
right now
watch.
you don't watch the film on the negative, except if you need to see style of black and white movies with the subtitles or without subtitles. I suggest you just to search on Google of best 100 or 200 movies worldwide, just to see what is the powerful of these. It's not, some of them, it's not famous on the box office, it's not famous on the on the entertainment or on the commercial distributor. They are famous on the artistic vision of the story and the moving of the camera. You can learn from this movie better than watching a movie on the Hollywood, on Batman or in Spider-Man. Be close to your community. Be close to Japanese film industry. Be close to some independent, write this word, independent short film, which is the first. I'll back again to the presentation. You close this presentation or still open the presentation?
Still open.
Still open, صح? Right? Good.
I think Rian has an interest in processing film in
Yeah.
analog way.
Yeah, this one. Okay, going to this kind of movie, going to find like search for Soviet Revolution cinema, search for something French poetic realism, search for direct cinema, Brazilian new cinema, Italian political cinema, Italian realism. These kind of movies are very important just to understanding and have a good education of this, because it's focusing on low budget film It's based on the technique, low crew members, but they focusing on the structure of what is the idea and the vision of that.
Okay, thank you for the answer. Gimana, Rian? Okay.
Thank you, sir, for the answer. I think I understand now.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you for moderator too.
Thank you, Rian.
Thank you.
Okay, we move to another question from Bayu. Pak Bayu. Your presentation was amazing. It was like studying a semester's worth of lectures in 2 hours. You're really great. I'm very interested in the South Film Center. I wanted to ask how you built it and how you've managed it so far. And will it be possible for us to collaborate with the South Film Center? You are the founder, right, Baba?
Yeah. Founder the film center with support from the government.
Okay.
Okay. طيب. Okay. Salt Film Center right now, it's not the only film center in Jordan. We after Salt Film Center, we creating nowadays there is 8 film center in the country, south and west and the middle and north Jordan. These centers right now, it's teaching the local community the film through their language, through our language. I don't need to understanding international يعني not all of us professional in English. It's a common language just to understanding, but يعني our mother language, it's more powerful. We need to creating a movies by our language, not on French or English language. So Salt Film Center, we're creating a place close to in the downtown of the city of my country of my city Salt, and the people who teaching on the Salt Film Center, whose people are understanding the community, understanding filmmaking at the same times. So anyone will told you, please, I need to know more about or the cinema. It didn't belong to our culture, didn't belong to our religion. The cinema is haram. It's not good for us. We can definitely stop him and say, please, I from this community, I from this place, and I came just to see what is the positive and the good thing of the film. It's not I came just to show you something not popular and not known. I join the film center, going to a people. They give me the center a place by free because they believe in culture. Old house, renovation for it, bring the equipment and the furniture from my university. I go to my university and I ask the Royal Film Commission in Jordan if they have can support us with chairs, table, old camera, editing station, something you think it's useless and it will not work, but anything in the film bring a quality, can teach them, it's a good one. طيب. So anyone, how I can establishing a film center in my country? First of all, know who's the filmmaker in your country or your city. Sit with them. Ask, can you give a webinar or a seminar or a workshop by free for a people? Okay, how many people you have? Establishing a Google form on the internet. Who interested on the people? Then go to your government, cultural center. Hello, we are a filmmaker. There is a student. We need a place. We need a place. Okay, you have the 3 things. Then start a workshop in your by using a mobile only. Only your mobile. starting film on your mobile, edit it on your mobile. You don't need a camera from now. After you creating a beautiful and a good story from mentorship from the filmmaker, right now you can produce a film, then you can publish it on the culture or participated if it's a good film in international film festival, which is called, you can write it right now, film festival using mobile. There is a lot of film. Even maybe in Indonesia, there is also a film. Maybe in China, North Korea, in Japan, in Jordan also, in France, in America. You can travel just by having a movie filmed by your mobile. Having a ticket for you, recommendation, traveling, speak, just because you bringing your culture, your thoughts worldwide to the international. I can bring 500 million of or thousand of audience to Indonesia, to your city, to your town, just to see your culture. But I can bring them a short movie of your culture worldwide, and next time during the festival, everyone will ask you, I like your project, I like your idea. Can I support you on your movie? Do you have another movie? I can support you. Then you can, this guy who participating will ask you from where you bring this idea. He will tell you from a center, film center in my town. The journey of film center, it's not 1 year, it's a 10 years of working, volunteering sometimes on the projects. Don't focus, to be honest, don't focus on the benefit as a money or income from the film center. Focus on what is the idea of the film center. Sorry, I'm talking a lot, huh?
Never mind. We're really happy to hear it from you. And by you also replay, it seems like this is the same as what we have done in Padang. We created the Padang game program. It's like a seminar about making games. So which is also supported by the government through the tourism office, but it has just started. I just made it, let it flow, but it still don't know where it will go to get more support from government, also from the expertise. How do you think about that?
But me also, to be honest, any initiative connected with the government, it will be something with a long life. Focusing on NGOs or societies or a program, sometimes it will stop. But if your government believed in your project, it will having a long life. Especially if you are choosing the right people who will handle and organize this place. Right now, as you mentioned, yes, you don't know where it will go to get more support. I don't know if it's possible to have support from another NGOs or government outside Indonesia, because in Jordan, yes, we can have supported from like France, a program of France, a program from Islamic Bank, a program from places outside Jordan. Before we have support from like USAID, American Donate. I don't know if Indonesia they have this opportunity. Do you have like something like that?
I think here in Padang City, we lack information about that. The support, the supportive environment. So it means we shouldn't stop at the government, right? We also have to build a solid team that shares the same vision with us, because it's really long way. You said before 10 years of volunteering.
يعني sometimes not volunteering. I have يعني small transportation, small money. Yeah, I have to be honest. Depending on what I offered. Yeah, it's something يعني very few. But what I need to mention is sometimes bring your idea of that project. There is in Saudi Arabia a program focusing on the Bandank, which is a Bandank gaming program right now. A Puke gaming program. This is the right one. Ask this organization maybe in Saudi Arabia. We have this champion or they have this team player. We need to improve. Maybe you can have the support from them, especially on this type of gaming program. I'll try to know what is the word and I'll share it with you, and you can later on share it with Mr. Bayu
Bayu.
about that. Yeah, Bayu.
Perhaps Mr. Bayu could reach you directly for consultation. Don't forget the fee. Okay. Is that clear, Mr. Bayu? You can reach Babak directly, okay? I think it's really huge. Yes, huge. Yeah, there's a lot of things to do here. Okay.
I like the emotion. Agir or someone said Alia Nabila.
Alia?
Alia, yeah, make it a Fox AI a program, yeah.
You show us your real face. Let's open the camera. Okay, Faris, you want?
No, it's fine. No need for that. But يعني, I like the vision like there is a fox looking and understanding the programs, the cinema.
Fox watching you.
Drip and cool.
Sorry, Ayla or Alia. I don't know what is. Sorry, but I like it. يعني.
Okay, we move to another question from Faris, please.
Okay, I have a little short questions about about the history of cinema and animation though. But here's the question about like the dark room. Why it's why the name of Korma, name of Arabic, become name of the camera? And the last one is why, well, in the dark room, why is his image is flipping while inside the dark room?
Yeah, sure. Okay. First of all, it's you need to understanding that during that time, Arabic Muslim, okay, or the Muslim and from the Arab places, even a Muslim who are from Farsi places or from like in Morocco or something places of around that who speaking Arabic. These people they focusing on the science, focusing on the data. In that time, European people they are fighting between together. They are poor, which is in the past they mentioned it's the L European or the old women of European, what's called in Arabic Europa al-Ajuz. Okay, the older women, the European, they mention it's the older women. They are focusing on just fighting, focusing on searching for food. That time, the people of the Arab era, like Ibn al-Haytham, Ibn Baja, Ibn Sina focusing on the medicine and to be a doctor. This place Okay, most of the European, to be honest, they stole in our library. They stole it. In Iraq, they burn it. In Egypt, they stole a lot of books. These books has a lot of knowledge. Okay, so once they take this book, which is al-manazir, they translate it. Then they translated, they wrote before 500 years. 500 years, there is a man called Ibn al-Haytham mentioned that there is a dark room and the hole inside it. Why it's reflected, no one know. When no one know. The reflecting of the sun and the opposite, I don't know why it's reflected. But how the science benefit from that reflected, they created a camera. This camera, it's called DSLR camera, which in the past you see that camera and it's reflected the camera. Right now there is a camera, it's called mirrorless camera, which is entering the sensor will switch it and screen it. No need to be a mirror reflecting together from lens to a mirror to viewfinder to watching the old camera. But right now, like I'll just screen شو اسمه save on show you one of this. Going to zoom, then going to share, then going to stream to. You can see this picture right now. Good. Yeah. This is the kind of the mirrorless camera. It's entering the light from the lens, a mirror here, another mirror here, another mirror here to reflecting the viewfinder. Right now, the camera, it's a mirrorless. Why it's reflecting? To be honest, I don't know. But this is something with the physics. This is something happened. Why, if you bring a light to a gas, it's burn? It's a physics. Okay, the camera, it's reflected, so the DSLR camera, it's reflected by the mirror. But right now, here is on the lens, the green one, it's reflected to as a digital thing. No need to make a reflected. That's why the camera of the mirrorless become smaller, become not heavier, okay, and more quality and more quality. I don't know if I answering that answer. It's I answered your question, Faris.
Faris,
Do you have another? Do you have another question, Faris?
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, and you understanding why European mention camera or cobra for the same word of that?
نعم فهمنا.
Yes, good.
Okay, thank you, Baba, for the answer, and Faris for the question. Okay, it seems there's no more questions. If
But anyone having any question, you have my contact. Please, يعني anytime you are really welcome. Just to send me your question and share it, and يعني hopefully يعني I can answer it even after this this course or this webinar.
Okay, we can reach you directly, okay? If there is another.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Baba, thank you so much for this meaningful and inspiring session. I will conclude the Zoom session. From Muhammad journey, we see that every journey in filmmaking is unique. There is no single path to becoming the person that we want, but there is always one common foundation, the courage to start, the willingness to learn, and the consistency to keep creating. Okay, as we come to the end of this webinar, we can see that the journey of an image is an ongoing evolution from simple visual to cinema and now into the era of digital technology and artificial intelligence. Yet through all these changes, one thing remains constantly: the human need to tell stories, to create meaning, and to connect with others through visual expression. So we hope today's session is not only open our perspective, but also inspire us to see more deeply and use technology more wisely and have the courage to tell our own story. Okay, do you agree with me, Baba?
Definitely agree with you. Even sometimes one picture, one single picture can change a lot of the community, can change politics, can change culture, and only one picture can change, can bring and advocate for the humanity, our humanity, by only one picture. Please film in your feeling. Film, not a professional. Just if you feel something, film it. Film it. And use your mobile on a good way. Your camera also, sorry, on a good way. And be worry of shooting something will destroyed or attacked other human right. Make your photo a copywriter for yourself, and hopefully to please watching your movie, watching your project in the future. Last thing I need to mention, which is once you creating a beautiful, perfect movies, organized a screen, and just share your movie. The movie not seen by the others, it's not a movie produced yet. So make sure just to share your movie by, I have an idea. Did you write it? No, you don't have an idea. I have a movie on my computer and the data still not edited. Do you have a movie? No, there is no movie. I have a movie produced, but I didn't show it to anyone. Why? Because you're feeling ashamed, you're feeling shy, you're feeling something in your mind. You don't have a movie. The movie, it should be on the screen. The movie should everyone watch and suggest, sometimes critique your work. Negatively, it's a good. Positively, it's a good. Hopefully, one a day I will attend a film festival here in Indonesia, and sometimes I came to watching your project, be a jury member for your films, and I will keep in touch with any one of you. Really thank you for this opportunity, Ega and Abu, Bayo, for your opportunity, for your university to have this workshop, the journey of the image, and how cinema came to life. Hopefully, after the end from this project, you will answer only one question: where am I right now on the industry? Thank you.
Thank you for the reflection. Yes, we are really happy to have you. And before we end this session, we'll take a group photo before we're closing the Zoom session. So please turn on your cameras, everyone, and smile.
Oh, thank you. I thought I will not have this opportunity for this photo.
Yes, you have. Please give us your best smile.
Thank you, Ayla and Alia.
Ayla. Okay, I will count. Please.
You will count.
Pak Bayu, tolong di capture.
I think still everyone. Okay, do you know what is the importance of this photo?
What?
There is a meaning of this photo. The important you are not just attending this workshop. You not just attend. You are live in a century of the AI place. The photo is important. Later on, everyone will ask you, did you attend or something a workshop of that? Yes. Here is my name. It's different. Like mention, oh, this is my photo. This is I'm here right now. It's really important. Just like even for a second to showing yourself to memorize it. Sometimes you will losing your data. So this photo, it's important not just for the attending, for yourself themselves. يعني
Yes.
يعني appreciating that, yeah.
Proves that we are learning like right now with you.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I will count. We will take selfie first.
Selfie, yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Once more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Do you want more?
Everyone will want
Everyone.
more.
Okay. One less. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That's it. Thank you so much, Baba, for your time.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. And I hope there's another opportunity. We will talk about, another thing, another interesting. Yes. Please send our greet to your family, your boys.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
If anyone wants to talk, this time to say goodbye with
I
Baba.
want to hear from Bayu any word. I miss your
Bayu?
voice.
Please.
Okay, thank you so much, Baba. Alhamdulillah, barakallah.
Alhamdulillah, thank you.
May Allah bless you and your family. And we are really hope we can continues our collaboration, especially with your Salt production,
Salt Film Center.
Yeah, Salt Film Center.
Yeah, to be honest, right now I left the center before 4 years, and still the center is going on, and I'm focusing on other project on my career.
Okay, maybe if we have opportunities, we can collaboration. Maybe you can
Please
create some script.
Yalla to create a film center in your town. I'm ready.
Yeah, maybe we can send our student to there, to your Salt Film Center.
It's better to create their film center in their town. Just let me know. We can create it. It's easy. If
We will
you
work.
focus, if you يعني think about that, we will can work with the university support, our government support. We can even without any support.
Yeah.
We have the idea. This is the better thing that we have the idea.
We have to
Okay,
work
okay.
on that. We have to make it.
Inshallah.
Inshallah, Bismillah.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Ega.
Yeah, see you the next
Okay.
opportunity. Bye, Baba. Thank you so much. And all
Thank
the
you so much, Baba.
Thank you. Appreciate.
next webinar.
Thank
Assalamualaikum
you.
warahmatullahi
عليكم
wabarakatuh.
السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Warahmatullahi
شكرا. السلام عليكم, brother and sisters. Thank you.
Waalaikumsalam
Bye.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.
Thank you, Ella, with your beautiful effect.
Where are you?
Alia with the effects with the emojis. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take care. Thank you, everyone.
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Stay
wabarakatuh.
safe.
Oke, terima kasih semuanya sudah
Thank you.
hadir. Semoga HP dan laptopnya tetap sehat selalu.
Keren ya Mas Bayu, ini masih tetap rame partisipannya walaupun kita udah selesai.
Ya, oke lah.
Oke, silakan kita leave dulu Zoom. Terima kasih.